Today, we're going to be talking about a man's guide to being naturally attractive, whether you are single or you're dating. Maybe you're even married, whichever one. Either way, don't forget to man it forward. Share this episode with somebody that you know needs to hear it or would enjoy it. And don't forget to subscribe, whether you're listening on Spotify or watching this on YouTube with your eyeballs. All right, let's get into it. Be untameable. Be somewhat untameable. Why is this important? When you look at something like a billion wicked thoughts, the Google engineers, what they were looking at was a whole bunch of different data points for what people were searching for, and they stumbled across this interesting piece around women's desires, women's fantasies. And when you look at a lot of women's fantasies, whether it's in a romance novel or what they're searching for online or the dynamic that they're looking for in porn, what you begin to find is that women are attracted to a kind of very powerful, sometimes monster-like, sometimes beast-like individual that they sort of tame over time. So that's number one. Number two, I'm going to go through these last ones a little bit faster. Number two is develop emotional sovereignty. Develop emotional sovereignty. What does that mean? It means stop taking her emotions so personally. Stop personalizing how she's feeling constantly. This will create attraction. When you have some space and separation between how a woman that you're dating or married to is feeling and how you're responding, doesn't mean that you don't take responsibility for some things. It doesn't mean that there's not apologies. It simply means that you're not personalizing everything. What happens for a lot of modern men is they've been told to caretake women's emotions, and how they've interpreted that is that they're responsible for how a woman's feeling. Number three, direction and discipline. Having a mission, having a direction in your life, having an upward aim that you are moving towards within your life, something that you want to build, something you want to create, a trajectory in your career. Stagnation really kills attraction. Men underestimate how much stagnation kills attraction. And for a lot of you that are out there, if you feel like you lack purpose, you feel like you lack a mission, you're like, I'm not really too sure. Maybe you're like, I'm 22, I'm still in university or college. I don't really have that like mission, purpose, focus right now. That's okay. Let your mission or your purpose be developing yourself into your highest or best self. Number four is have some non-negotiables. Please, dear Lord, have some non-negotiables. A lot of men out there do not have any non-negotiables about what they're looking for specifically in a woman. And it's almost become like faux pas in some ways for men to have non-negotiables. And what I mean by this is, for example, having the non-negotiable that you won't tolerate disrespect in a relationship, right? Name calling, character assassination, that those things are not welcome in a relationship, that at least with you, and stating that fairly early on in the dating process. And so for me, the tactic that I unintentionally took for a long time that honestly worked really well for me is I was just unapologetically me. I was just me, whether it was wild, whether it was, kind of crude and lewd sometimes. Sometimes my sense of humor is really off the cuff and kind of like over the line. I used to have like really sexual humor, whether you are, a nerd, if you're just a big geek and you love computers and quantum physics, like own that. If if you're a stock geek and you love finances, talk about that. Be honest about it. If you just love creatine and pushing weights, get into that. Talk about that. Because the truth is, you are going to want to be chosen for who you are and not who you're pretending to be. I'm going to say that again. You are going to want to be chosen for the man that you are and the man that you're becoming, and not the man that you are pretending to be. That facade is a recipe for disaster. And that is half the battle and half the game. So comment below if you're watching this on YouTube or on Spotify, where you can comment. Let me know what you would add to this and which one you are working on. Don't forget to man it forward. And until next week, Connor Beaton signing off.